So I'm just now getting back from my hot tub on the rooftop of my building. Was spending about 2 hours just thinking, like I've been getting in the habit of doing every single day. And it's about 10 p.m. right now, but I wanted to go ahead and record another video because I'm super committed to these daily blogs. You know, it's my way of kind of expressing what I've learned every day, because I learn so many different things every day and my mind just goes crazy all over the place all the time. And this is kind of helping me teach the things I'm learning, which is helping me become better. It's providing value to you. So that's my main goal in doing this, is to take all the things that I'm learning every day from all the books I'm reading and all the things I'm thinking about every day, because that's how I spend a lot of my time, and really kind of passing it off to you, and also it's helping me at the same time. So it's a win-win. And as I was up in the hot tub today, you know, I was sitting, relaxing, just really letting my mind wander. And it takes about an hour for me to really get clear about what I'm thinking, because I'm just decompressing, de-stressing. I realized my communication skills and my ability to think often sucks by the end of the evening, because I'm building up so much cortisol and stress, partially because of how much caffeine I'm drinking, and then also partially because I'm doing a lot of things I don't want to do during the day, like talking to people that I don't really want to talk to, things like that are just kind of, I don't even realize I'm being stressed by what I'm doing until I really sit and think about it, and like, okay, well, I have all this like pressure on my shoulders and stuff like that. So I think it's really important at the end of the day to decompress. I haven't done a great job doing this, but anyway, as I was decompressing, I realized that one of the things that I've been doing is not focusing enough on the basics. Specifically, there's 3 different components of being able to grow any business. Any business, doesn't matter what business you have, 3 things you can boil it down to. Number 1, acquisition. Number 2, conversion. Number 3, fulfillment. These are the 3 things every business can be boiled down to. Now, acquisition means, how do you get your appointments, or how do you get someone to look at your landing page, depending upon what you're selling. If you're a software company, it's how do you get someone on your landing page. If you're selling something over the phone, it's how do you generate an appointment. So that's acquisition. Conversion is how do you actually close the deal. If you are, say, a software company, is it you have a free trial and then you go from a free trial to, you know, a paid version of the product, or do you have an unlimited free trial and then people start to get billed based off of usage? Or like, what is your model for getting someone to actually purchase, right? And then if you sell something over the phone, it's what's your script? What happens after they close the deal? Like, what's that process? And that entire process after the deal is actually closed, that's fulfillment. So what service do you offer? How do you offer it? How do you service your customer? Everything after someone buys the product is fulfillment. So everything can be broken down in those 3 components: acquisition, conversion, fulfillment. For every single company, no matter what you're selling, you can break it down to those 3 components. So what I realized is that instead of me becoming really, 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 really good at our main acquisition strategy, what I've been doing is I've been trying to branch out and learn all these other acquisition strategies. Like, I've been trying to build a bigger outbound sales team and really master the skill of having appointment setters booking appointments. And I've been spending a lot of time trying to really master that skill, when what I could be doing instead is just outsourcing to a company that manages appointment setters overseas. And there's many companies out there, many sales agencies out there. You can find them on Google. They're really easy to find. And they manage your appointment setters for you. So if I just outsourced to a company that does that, pay a little extra, whatever, I could bypass the entire process of learning or a big portion of it. Instead, I could focus on the thing that I'm already really good at, which is generating appointments using Facebook advertising. I could just dial in and really focus on that a lot more if I just outsource the thing I've been focused on trying to get really good at, right? And it's one thing if I spent all day long just focused on acquisition. If I spent all day obsessing on acquisition, like it would probably be fine that I have, I'm running Facebook ads, and at the same time, I'm also trying to master appointment setting. And if that's what I spent all my time focusing on, just on acquisition, that's what I obsess with, it would be fine. But the thing is, I'm spread between so many different things, multiple different companies, employees at each company. I'm working on becoming a better manager. I'm working on becoming a better leader. I'm working on strategizing and planning the future. I'm working on hiring new people. And at the same time, I'm working on building a better acquisition channel in addition to Facebook advertising, because I think we're relying too much on that channel. But at the same time, we could master that channel, lower our cost of acquisition using that channel, at the same time as also building, well, we could really focus on that, and then we could outsource the outbound to someone who's already really good at that, right? So I realized I've not been doubling down on what we're already good at. Same thing with our sales process. We've been testing a bunch of new sales processes for the conversion side of things, instead of really just trying to dial in the details of the script and strategy we're already really good at, right? Because it's like, here's the thing. It takes time to master a new strategy, right? So if we have a new script we're giving our sales team, and we're not masters at using that script, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lag in the results you get. They call this a lagging measure, right? There's going to be a lag in the results we get. So if we use this new script, it's going to take like a month or so for our sales team to really understand how to use the new script, how to use the new way of closing deals, right? It's not something they can just get good at overnight. So of course, for that month that we have that new script, it damages our sales, right? Because, obviously you have to master a new process. That takes time. And, when you're experimenting with something, you're sacrificing results in the present for results in the future, right? So our conversion rate might be 10% lower. We might lose out on, $100,000 in monthly reoccurring revenue that month, because we are using this new script, this new process, instead of dialing down and doubling down on what we're already good at. So what I realized is, obviously you want to be disciplined and creative at the same time. You want to focus on what already works while also experimenting and testing new things. So what I realized is, me as the leader, my responsibility is to test things before I roll them out to my team, which this is another mistake I've been making. I've been rolling out things to my team before I personally have tested them. And when I have tested things, I haven't been using a systematic way of testing things. The systematic way of testing things is the scientific method, right? I've not been using the scientific method to test things. I've just been winging it, right? So I realized, I need to test things myself. Then I can roll out these things to my team once I've mastered them personally. So using the new script, for example, once I've tested the new script, once I've realized the nuances of what it takes to make this script work, then after I've put in the work, or have someone whose sole responsibility is testing things put in the work, we can then roll that out to the team once we already have the experience, once we've already mastered it, we can teach it instead of rolling something out before it's been tested, right? So I know I said multiple different things here that are sort of related. They're like interconnected, I guess. But I also realized I was in the hot tub. Like, I don't have ADHD in the sense that I struggle focusing on things when I'm trying to focus on them. I have ADHD in the sense that I have so many things floating around in my mind at one time. It's hard for me to speak straight because it's just like a million things just pouring out at the same time. So that's kind of what's happening, as I'm speaking, and I'm just going from thing to thing. But anyway, I hope this is valuable. This is helping me. Hope this helps you. And have a blessed day. Have a blessed night whenever you're watching this. And thanks for tuning into these daily videos. I'm going to keep doing them every day. I've gotten some good feedback on some of them. So thanks for watching.